Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. My name is Rex Osafo-Asare, and I'm a support engineer at Fastly. I'm going to share with you my experience of the London to Brighton challenge that took place on May 28th, 2016. The reason for why I'm doing this is twofold. The first is that I do like to challenge myself. I did the marathon back in 2009, and I haven't done anything really significant since, like in terms of sporting challenges. So I wanted to step it up in 2016, and this 100k came about, and I figured, alright, that could be something that I could do. The second reason is that I wanted to raise awareness for those who suffer with sickle cell anemia. So sickle cell anemia, in short, is an inherited blood condition whereby the red blood cells are shaped like a sickle and unable to take up oxygen, and because of their shape and lack of oxygen, they get stuck in blood vessels and cause pain, to the recipient and stuff like this. And I have a number of friends and family who have been affected and are affected by this condition, and so I figured, you know what, let me try and raise some money to try and sponsor them and help the society, which is the Sickle Cell Society, the charity I'm actually running for, to help with them in terms of support and raising awareness and just general helping the well-being of those who have sickle cell. So there was a lot involved in this challenge, and a lot I clearly didn't expect to be involved in this challenge. So apart from the fact that it was 100k, which, if you're not too sure about distance, is about 62 miles or 2 1/3 marathons, I thought that was the challenge. Not only did I think that was the challenge, I thought it'd all be sort of very flat, which was not the case. After the 25k point, the terrain went from like 15 meters to like 118 meters, and how did I get there? It went uphill, and it didn't stop going uphill. So I found that my game plan sort of didn't quite work. I figured I'd run the majority of the race, and it just didn't happen because I was waiting for another flat, which didn't come, and the terrain changed. We actually went through forests, went through open fields, and these are fields without barbed wire or fencing, and the sheep are just there, and the horses are just there, and the cows are just there. Not only that, I didn't actually think it would take me longer than 12 hours. So, my headlamp was at the bottom of my bag. In the end, I had to get it out because nighttime had hit, and I had to go through forests in the pitch black, by myself because no one was around. A lot of people had given up by this point, and I don't blame them. Uneven ground, dried, hard mud, cows, droppings all over the place. It wasn't the nicest experience, but I actually got it done in 2 hours, in 22 hours and 13 minutes. And I got one of these. I got one of these at the end, and oh my gosh, did I deserve it. And everyone else who did this event, because it really was a challenge. When I think back to it, apart from the sense of achievement that I did it, there's so much in the way of how unforgiving the terrain was, and how relentless. Every time you take a corner, there's another hill, or you take you go over a little stile, they call it, between fields, there's another hill. The hills are just but apart from that, it was a very good experience. I met a lot of people doing the event for a lot of different causes, and it was very rewarding knowing that it got done. Yes. When it was, I don't know, 67k, and it was hitting 9 in the evening or what have you, and a lot of people had dropped out, and I'd sat down, the chair felt so good, and I was like, do I need to actually do this? But I decided yes, because I have to complete what I've started, and not only that, there's a lot of people that have invested in me to do this challenge, so there was no way I was gonna quit. But did I feel like quitting? Oh, most definitely. But thankfully, I didn't. So I set the target at £3,000, which was pretty ambitious, but I was pretty confident I could get that. And my wife said, yeah, right. The Sickle Cell Society themselves said, they hoped that more people would be as ambitious as I was, which kind of translates to don't think you're going to get that amount. But, you know, thanks to the contribution of many people, many Farsi employees and Farsi themselves, the actual total as we film right now stands at about 3,500. So a massive, massive, massive thank you to you guys. And it turns out we actually have maybe another 3 weeks, I think, to the end of June to still donate. So let's get as much as possible, guys. You have really, really outdone yourselves, and I should be saying thank you to every single one of you in person if I ever get the opportunity. So thank you, guys. Massive shout out to Justin Victor and his family who came and saw me at the 56k halfway point. Thank you very much. Your support was greatly appreciated. I definitely needed a pep in my step at that point, and you guys provided that, so thank you very much. So firstly, massive, massive, massive thank you for everything you've done for me. You guys contributed £1,000 towards this cause, and I'm really, really indebted to you for that. Massive shout out to Fung in particular, who found me on the emails and we've been communicating through, and you know, you actually put through the sponsorship, so thank you very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. God bless you guys. So would I do it again? No.